talking about. No one's saying nothing about it. Not getting much press. 15 for North Augusta High School.
I'm
4-0.
I'm surprised they're at 15. I mean, North Augusta is a good program.
Yep.
I mean, we know them very well. I mean, they got a good program going up there in North Augusta.
Yeah, and I'm gonna skip through the rest of the ones. We don't even play these guys. So, but anyway, number 20, Somerville, team we just beat, and we beat them, and they're a dang good program. I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about them. I mean, I look for them to win the region.
I agree. I mean, they played as hard. Sawyer Bridges is a really good quarterback. He can throw the football. He gave us some fits a little bit, but it was a good thing that the Gators were able to come out with a road win.
Yeah, road win. And anyway, let's get it back home to Palmetto football talk. But anyway, getting on with the rest of the scores that we had for statewide scores. I got sidetracked on the top 25 because you just handed me the paperwork. Our next one would be Dorman and Hillcrest. I mean, the last game they played, Dorman, like I said, they're a team to beat. Okay, they're 4-0. If you fall asleep on these guys, they will whip you. They have a bunch. Dave Gutshaw, I can't say his last name. Gutshaw, whatever you say, however you pronounce his name. The head coach for Dorman has got a program up there, guys. That if you fall asleep thinking you're just going to walk in there and get a win, you're going to lose. Well, I've seen these guys play. They play from quarter to quarter all the way through.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if it's I don't have it offhand, but I don't know if it's a home or away game, but there's a reason why they call it the University of Dorman. If you guys ever been up there to Dorman High School in Spartanburg, it's not a high school environment. It really is a college scene, and to see Dorman coming out 4-0, you better keep your eye on those guys.
Yeah, it's amazing what a school. I mean, especially like Wando. Wando has the most enrollment in the state. Okay?
Right.
Thinking, the more students you have, the better you are. That's not really true. I mean, because you look at a school like Goose Creek compared to Wando.
Right.
Half the enrollment, but yet we're producing better teams. I mean, and
that goes back to coaching, and we talked about that earlier in last week's show. I mean, it goes down to coaching, again, kudos to the coaching staff of Goose Creek for all the success that we've had over the last 4 seasons. It doesn't really, like Terry just said, it doesn't really matter on your enrollment. It's just a matter of having good players, recognizing talent, and getting on the field and getting after the football.
Okay, one more thing I want to touch up on, and this is a sore subject for most folks, but for me, it is what it is. Okay, running up the score. Okay, this is my take on running up the score. We'll get with you in just a second on yours. Okay?
I'd like to hear your theory.
All right, my theory on the score, running up the score. All right, primarily, and this is a big if your team is good enough to run up at least 30, 40 points on a team, so be it. But if you put your secondary players in, right, and they're scoring more, even if it's running or passing, against their number one defense, even if they're tired, it doesn't matter. They should be able to stop a second string or third string, post. You can, as far as I'm concerned, you should run the score up. Because the only way those guys are going to get reps against a good defense in any situation is during the game. Do you follow what I'm saying?
I agree, and I agree 100%. It's cliche. If you don't want the score to get run up on you, just stop them. Just stop them.
I mean,
but that's kudos to Coach Reedy's system, where we generally are ahead in the games, and we'll put our next team in there and go play.
He spreads the ball around. He lets the second and third stringers get in there and get involved in the game. And that's another key to the success of any team is to get your secondary starters and your third string starters to get in there and get some reps to get better against a starting team. Because you can't really do that on practice. You can't do it on practice. But when you get that chance to do that, it's even better because you can actually put your guys in there in a game time situation to get them better and to get actual playing time.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, Goose Creek scores a lot of points, all right? But with that being said, Coach Reedy doesn't try to run up a score. It's just he's trying to get his other players ready.
No, I'm not saying nothing about Coach Reedy. What I was saying, basically, this is coming up to about Camden County, Georgia, 91.
Yeah.
To Beach, Georgia, 6. Basically, guys, if you got 11 folks on the field and you got sidelines full of folks, you should be able to, at any given time, at least one time stop them. If you can't, they'll have a running clock. That's fine, because they don't let you have a timeout, none of that stuff. That way the game goes by faster. But if you're going to score that many points, then it's up to the other team and the other coaching staff to be able to at least game plan, to adjust, to fine tune their program to stop them, or either that or score. I can understand. As far as running up the score, even if you got your second and third stringers in, fine. If they score, you tried your best not to let them score, so you put your third and second stringers in there. It's not a catch-22, but it's just you let your foot off the gas, but your foot that was off the gas for your second, third stringers are still scoring. There's nothing you can say. What do you congratulations, second, third stringers.
Yeah, what do you want your second and third stringers to do? Just go out there and kneel the ball?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't let them do that. They're out there. They want to play. They want to win, and they want to show what they got as far as ability.
They get to showcase their talent.
Exactly, and people. I see them posting, "Well, that's just classless." That's not classless. That's called playing football. If you're going to play football for 12-minute quarters or whatever it is, I think we 12-minute quarters.
No, we play 12-minute quarters.
12-minute quarters. You're going to play full out 12-minute quarters. First, all the way down to third or fourth stringers. How many players are on your team? These guys are going to play football. That's what they've been. Look, that's what they practice for.
Look, you put a helmet on and a jersey on, regardless of what school it is. Yeah. They go out on that field and that ball is snapped. They're out there playing football.
Yeah, these kids don't get off school, go to practice for 2 or 3 hours, whatever, how long it is, just to sit on the sideline and finally get their chance to play, to not play.
How could you not?
I know when I played, when I was on JV and they moved me up to varsity to play, extra quarters, I was like, I want out there full speed. I said, man, I'm gonna play. I want to win. I want to score a touchdown.
That's it.
I wasn't a running back, but I wanted to block to get that touchdown open so I get my name known. It happened. So
I agree.
Yeah, but for people to say, "Oh, that's classless," that's just senseless. It's like the pros. If a pro team has 49 to 6, do people complain about that?
No,
they don't. Because they're saying, well, you know what? They're both pro teams. The other team should have been able to stop them. They should have had a game plan in place to stop them.
Football is, at least on our level at high school, it's a 48-minute game. All right, you play to the last whistle. All right,
exactly.
I don't care who's on the field. You play till the last whistle.
Exactly,
right?
And that's just been on my mind for the last couple of weeks because I've been seeing all those posts coming in from Burns beating. I forget who it was, but they beat them 82 to something.
Right,
39, 49.
They scored 82. Matter. Yep.
And and they said no one said nothing about us running a score. Look, we didn't try. We put our second stringers in, our third stringers in, second stringers, whatever, both of them on at the early goings on of the third quarter, and they were still scoring. There's no way you can stop that from happening, guys. I can understand if you had your starters in the whole game, and you're continually running up the score. Maybe you got somewhere to say that, but hey, look, maybe they don't have a backup quarterback. Maybe they don't have a backup running back to go in and play the position. And maybe they know the backup quarterback will actually throw balls that'll get interceptions that'll bring the other team back into the situation. So you really can't knock nobody for playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, and that's full out, full tilt, 100% all the way to the end whistle.
Yeah, just like you were saying, we were talking about it just now. I was a backup quarterback, so anytime I got into the game, I was in there to play.
Yeah.
All right. It goes for anybody on the team, whether you're an offensive lineman, a linebacker, defensive end, receiver, whatever. When you get on that field, you ain't thinking, okay, we're up 5-6 touchdowns. No, you're out there to play football.
Exactly. 48 minutes wide open.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, let's go ahead and drop that subject. I think I made my point, and I think you made your point on that. Basically, just like I said, we got, 7-4A football looking pretty good this year, with the exception of maybe a few teams, And that's the same with every other region right now. Every team has I guess you want to call them cellar dwellers. But hey, I'm just glad to see Collin County finally clawing back into the game. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, Collin County is going to be a team to be reckoned with this year.
Well, I'll tell you what. any, especially at the 4A level. I mean, I don't care if you're in 8 4A, 7 4A, 2 4A, 1 4A. On that level, you got to come out and play every night. You got to bring your A game every night. You can't just anticipate, oh, we're just playing this team and we're going to cruise through.
Yeah.
No, you got to play football.
And if you don't, shame on your team, because that's just poor preparation for a game. Anyway, getting on to the next subject. We're going to talk about a little bit about Dragonfly Creations.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and read my commercial out here, guys. We don't get paid for sitting here doing nothing besides reading sports and talking sports. Anyway, this portion of our show is brought to you by Dragonfly Creations for all your crochet and festive wreaths. Make sure to contact Pam at area code 843-991-2773. I personally have bought one, as have you. I've saw it on your door out there. Very nice wreath for Halloween coming up. She does a fantastic job. I mean, there's nothing more you can say about her.
I mean, it's high quality. It's professional. I mean, the stuff that Pam does at Dragonfly is impeccable, and I encourage everybody to contact Dragonfly and give Pam a call.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, also she's on Facebook. Just look her up on Dragonfly Creations on Facebook.com. Like I said, her number is 843-991-2773. She'll take excellent care of all your needs. And remember, Dragonfly Creations for your next festive wreath occasion or any kind of embroidery needs or what's it called, crocheting.
I'll tell you what. I mean, listen, guys, it's the holiday season. I mean, we got Halloween right around the corner, and obviously we got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas. I mean, it's time.
Hey, she's even got the Carolina Gamecock wreaths. I mean, guys, she does a jam up job. Give her a call. Anyway, getting on to our next subject here, we're going to talk a little bit about the, I guess our next week game coming up against Fort Dorchester. What's your take on that, Chuck? What do you think? How do you think we need to look at this game here without getting too deep into any kind of subject?
Well, I'll tell you what. As far as the Goose Creek Fort Dorchester game coming up this Friday at John Fulmer Field.
At 7:30.
At 7:30.
Be there, be square.
Friday night.
Bring grandma, bring the rest of the family, and if you have to, call the National Guard to bring them along.
Again, Sealer Pratt, he has a good program going on, and I've said this before, they play us hard, but we're coming off of a huge road win against the Green Wave at their house. I got a feeling that the Gators will be ready to play, get back home to the swamp, and I mean, I got to kind of like the Gators pretty much in an easy win. I know, but we'll see. I mean, because they're going to come out there and play hard, but we're playing at home, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Fort Dorchester. Here's my take on Fort Dorchester. Right now, they're riding on a 2-1 schedule or a 2-1
2-1 streak.
Yeah, 2-1 streak. They just lost recently to Stratford. They're looking for a little payback on us because we beat them the last couple of years in a row, and victories have been very wide margin. There's no love lost here between because I really don't like. I don't. I'll be honest. I haven't really liked Fort Dorchester since the beginning of Fort Dorchester, ever. I always root Somerville on to beat Fort Dorchester. That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm just glad that this week will mark a milestone in Goose Creek football.
Well, I mean, you can look at it that way, but you can also look at it this way. I mean, it's just another step on the way to Columbia. For the state championship. I mean, that's how you got to look at it. You got to take
rung on the ladder.
It doesn't matter who we play. I mean, whoever lines up in front of us, as long as we execute and do what things we're supposed to do, we got to win a football game.
Game plan, plus preparation, practice, boom. Take it to the field. Start from the helmet all the way to the field to the last whistle. I'm just saying that our coaching staff, I'm sure, has everything under control. As always, I mean, these guys do a jam-up job. Coach Bowers on defense. You got Coach Hoff receiver, the defensive backs. Coach Cantor doing defensive, coordinating.
And by the way, again, on that Somerville game, I give much kudos to Chris Cantor making defensive adjustments in the Somerville game to adjust to what they were doing because they were moving the ball on us. So
yeah, just. Definitely. Go ahead and keep elaborating on that because
Well, again, I mean,
Never say enough about them guys.
Well, I mean, going back to what we're saying, I mean, again, it's every Friday is a new game.